Hello everyone! Hello. My name is Joseph and welcome to Reality Reimagined. Now we think we see the universe around us exactly as it is, but what if we don't? You see, our brain takes in information from our eyes, our ears, all of our senses, and it just builds up a perceived reality based on that. The question is though, is that reality accurate? Or is it just a best guess? Throughout the course of this show, I intend to prove to you that we cannot trust our senses, we barely know anything about reality, and there are even ways of changing our perceived reality. If I've done my job, you will all still be awake at around 2 a.m. wondering, is anything real? So, let's start with a quick test of your senses. Could everyone take your left hand out in front of you and just imagine that you're holding on to a lemon? You can feel the weight of the lemon in your hand. You can smell the lemon. Now imagine that in your other hand, you are holding onto a knife. And you can feel the coldness of the metal against your skin. And you can now start to cut into the lemon like this and feel as some of the juice starts to kind of drip down your arm. You can then taste the lemon as well. Now, be honest, those of you that are following along, put up your hand if it felt like you could taste the lemon, just in your imagination. Anyone, a couple people? Don't worry if not though, because that wasn't the real test. For the real test, how many of you thought I was holding a knife just now? I mean, this isn't even a lemon either, it's just a strong side of the paper. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's start the show. I can already tell this is going to be a great audience. I love it. Okay. Now, I'd like to try a trick with everybody in here at once. So, could everyone take out your phone and open up the calculator? Okay. I'll give you all a few moments to do that, and I'm going to do the same on my phone, just like this, okay? So, I'll give you a few moments to do that. Has everyone got it? Okay, I'll wait. It's fine. It's fine, I'm getting paid by the hour, take as long as you want, okay? Everyone good? Awesome. James, give us a 3-digit number.
185.
Everyone type 185 and hit multiply. And James, just choose anyone else in the room. Amelia, could you give us another 3-digit number?
284.
Everyone type 284 and press equals. Have we all reached 52540?
Yeah.
And Amelia, choose someone else for me. Awesome. I should say, by the way, I do know a few people in here by name. I haven't set anything up in advance. I'm just friends with them. But could you give us, so if everyone's hit multiply, just give us another 3-digit number?
258.
Everyone type 258, press equals. Are we all at 13555,320?
Yes.
Now, to make this even more random, could everybody hit add? Now, I'm going to hold my phone like this. Could you just tap a bunch of numbers at random below the screen? Now, bear in mind, not all of them, keep going. Not all of them will register if you're like tapping in between, so let's just see how many we got. That's probably good. Could everyone type 43554 901? So just one more time, that's 43554 901, and then press equals. Have we all reached 57110,221?
Yeah.
We're all there. A number seemingly completely at random. I mean, if you guys had named a number one higher or one lower, we would have ended up somewhere completely different, but we ended up exactly here. Some of you will have noticed I left a little prediction by the side of the stage. And that is exactly 57110,221. Thank you. Let's just leave that over there. Hope that doesn't fall. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Now, before we go any further, I have a prediction to hand out for a little bit later. Now, I need to hand this to someone who's both trustworthy and also strong so they can fight off anyone who attempts to tamper with it. So, let's see. Can you see anyone around here who's trustworthy and strong? I'm just joking. That's for you. Hold on to that. Make sure no one goes near it, but don't open it yet, okay? Awesome. Now, over the holidays, right, while everybody else was busy having a social life, I decided instead to memorize 30,000 digits of pi. Okay, you guys don't believe me. I'm going to prove it to you. I have a book here with the first 30,000 digits. I need to hand this to someone. Anyone like it? Sure, okay. Go for it. What I'd like you to do, have a quick look through, make sure every page is different, and let us know when you're happy. Yeah.
No, I'm not happy yet.
Okay. Is that good?
No, it's just a book, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the front cover there's a 3-point, and then if you open up to page 1, let me know if I make any mistakes. 14159265358979323846264 338327950288419716939937. You get the idea, right? Now, we're not going to go through the whole book like that because we'd be here for hours, and let's face it, I'm the only person here who'd enjoy that. So instead, could you open up to a random page in the middle for me?
Oh my god! Wait.
And just let me know the page number, okay?
Okay.
Let me know the page number.
59.
Look at the first line of page 59 for me. And again, let me know if I make any mistakes. 4370774156117. Is that right?
Yes!
I want to take this one step further though. Could you close the book for a moment and just name any 3-digit number?
Oh, the pressure. I don't want to be doctored. 722.
722. If you turn to page 94 and you look at line 9.
No, don't play.
Wait, 9.
No, don't play.
94. Wait, kill that. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
Is it there?
Yes!
No.
Thank you. Okay. Now, we think that there is only one reality, but what if there were more? For a long time, scientists have been investigating the idea of parallel universes. In fact, there's an interpretation of quantum physics that allows for a near infinite number of parallel universes, each one slightly different to the one before. Now, there was a very famous thought experiment someone came up with to demonstrate one of the principles here. You might have heard of it. It's called Schrodinger's cat. It's essentially it's that thing that every sitcom always makes the same jokes about, where if you take a cat, put it into a box, link up the box to some plutonium which will be released at a random time, which would kill the cat. When the box is closed, there's no way of knowing if the cat is dead or alive, so it's considered both dead and alive. And in the kind of parallel universes type of thing, it would be there's one universe where the cat's alive, one universe where the cat's dead, but it would behave as both until observed. Some people can't wrap their head around how something can have multiple states at once, so I'd like to demonstrate Schrodinger's cat for you. I've got a box. Okay. James, could you confirm for everyone there is nothing in the box?
There is nothing in
I'll show you all the way around. You can see there are no mirrors, trapdoors, playing cards, bunny rabbits hiding inside, nothing like that?
There's nothing.
Nothing? Come on, James, you had one job. Just one job. No, I do genuinely have an empty box just over here. Let's see, in the second row in the WSAF t-shirt, could you just take your hand and put it above your head for me? Okay, I need a volunteer. Oh, you were first. Could you join me up here? You'll be greeted by a round of applause from everyone else. Okay. Thank you. What's your name?
Matthew.
Well remembered, Matthew. Matthew, could you check that out? Make sure this time it genuinely is empty, no hidden compartments, nothing like that. We good?
Doesn't look like it.
Awesome. Close the box for me. Now, I would have loved to demonstrate this for you with an actual cat. I was told I wasn't allowed to do that, and I also couldn't quite get enough plutonium. So instead, we're going to use the next best thing, playing cards. The guy who came up with this thought experiment was called Schrodinger, and he had a favorite playing card, which we're going to call Schrodinger's card. So can you just remember, that is going to be Schrodinger's card. Have you got it?
Yeah.
I'm going to show everyone else as well. Just remember Schrodinger's card. I'll show you all the way over here. Just remember that for me. Could you open the box?
I'm scared.
I'm
Oh,
Joseph. Okay. Listen, the magic's going to get better. The comedy gets a lot worse from here, okay? Could you just, with a simple yes or no, confirm, is Schrodinger's card in the box?
Yeah.
And could you close the box?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm going to come back to you in just a moment. Stay just there for me. Now, I need a few cards to be chosen at random, so I'm going to start over here. Jack, I'm going to run my thumb down the side of the deck. Whenever you want, just say stop.
Stop.
Just there. Can you remember that for me? Make sure you don't forget it, okay? I'm going to take your card and leave that sticking out of my pocket. Let's see. Gavi. Okay. Same thing again. Just call out stop.
Stop.
Just there. Remember that? You got it? Yeah. Lock it into your mind. Make sure you don't forget, because if in a moment I go, is this your card? And you go, I don't know. It's not very impressive. And tell you what, over here as well. Just say stop.
Stop.
Just there. Remember that. You got it?
No, hang on.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got
Remember it. Okay. Could the three people who chose cards just stand up for me? And just so you know, I haven't switched your card out or anything. Could you just confirm you can see your card somewhere in there? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And yes. Awesome. Could you have a quick peek in the box to yourself? And with just a yes or no, is Schrodinger's card still in there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take the box down to Jack. And Jack, in a moment, I'm going to hand you this box. When I do, you're going to take a quick peek inside the box. If Schrodinger's card has turned into your card, I'd like you to close the box, hand it back to me, and just take a seat for me. Make sense? Okay, when you're ready, just a quick look to yourself. Matthew, with just a yes or no, can you confirm is Schrodinger's card still there?
Yes.
It is?
How's he done?
Now, Gavi, same thing again, okay?
Okay.
Quick peek to yourself. If it's in there, close it up, hand that back to me, and take a seat. And once again, Matthew, is Schrodinger's card still there?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. For this last time, I'm not even going to touch the box. In a moment, not yet. Matthew is going to bring the card down to Melody over here, okay? Now here's the deal, okay? It will be same thing again. You'll take a quick look inside. If your card's in there, close it up, hand it to me, and take a seat. If in a moment you open up that box and your card is not in there, I want everyone in here to start booing me, make fun of me, remind me of this moment for the rest of my life. However, if in a moment you open that box and a Schrodinger's card has turned into your card in a box I haven't even touched, you've all got to go absolutely wild. Is that a deal? Okay. When you're ready, you can bring the box over, then you can take your seat. Okay. Let's just leave it to... Yeah, okay. When you're ready. Here we go. Thank you. In case anyone hasn't realized yet, I'm really nerdy. And one of my very nerdy hobbies is Rubik's Cubes. Yes, Rubik's Cube lovers, epic, okay. I've been getting quite fast at solving these. In fact, I can even do parts of them without looking. I'll show you what I mean. I've got a cube, it's gonna go behind my back. You can see that it's still genuinely mixed up behind there. Could you just name the color on the cube for me?
Green.
Are you sure?
Why not?
Okay, I'm going to try and solve to the green side, one-handed, behind my back. 19 years without a social life, and this is all I've got to show for it. If I've done this right, there should be one color solved. Did it work?
No.
What color was it?
Green.
Sorry, I thought you said green. Now, you might be wondering what would have happened if you'd said a different color, so I'll take the cube, I'll give that another little mix-up like this. That is once again going to be mixed on all 6 sides like this. Could anyone just shout out a color?
Pink. Oh, red. Sorry.
Well, we got a couple colors shouted out, so instead I'll chuck up the cube and the whole thing is going to solve. Could you join me up here, actually? Would that be okay? You'll be greeted by a round of applause from everyone else. That's a brilliant name, by the way. It's great. Okay.
It's a great one, yeah.
So in a moment, Joe is going to take the cube behind his back. He's just going to start to turn it like this. So Joe, if you look at me, you're just going to turn it like this. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Yeah, just like that. Get ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Start to turn it just like we said. And could we get a countdown from 5? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, Joe, roughly how many times would you say you turned the cube just then?
Maybe like 10, 15 times.
10, 15 times? Could you very slowly bring the cube out in front of you? How the hell did you do that?
Just that good, I guess.
That's brilliant. Okay. Joe, you can return, but just before you do, could you please take this? Don't open it yet. We will need it in just a few moments, okay? Awesome. Thank you, Joe. I need someone else to help for this. Ideally, someone who hasn't helped already, so we can get everyone involved. Yes. Could you join me up here, please? If you just stand over the bloodstains from yesterday's volunteer. Okay. What's your name?
Ella.
Ella. Could you take this cube behind your back and just mix it up for me? When you think the cube is mixed up enough, keep the cube there and just let me know, okay? So give that a good mix. When you're happy, just let me know. Is that good?
Yeah, that's
Keep it there. I'm going to take the second cube behind your back, and I'd like you to just start mixing that one up for me. And this time, when you think it's mixed up enough, you can bring the cube out in front of you. So just give that a good mix. When you're ready, you can bring it out, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Is that good?
yeah.
Awesome. I'll take the cube. Thank you so much. You can return to your seats.
Oh,
I'm going to try something no one's ever seen anyone do before. I'm going to solve this Rubik's Cube. Yay. So, yes, Rubik's Cube fans are loving the show. It's great. Okay. And now, while I'm doing this, here are just some things that I find really, really interesting about the cube. Mainly because, as we've already established, I'm really nerdy and I look these kinds of things up. But there are 43 quintillion different ways to mix up a Rubik's Cube. I know, that is more than I can count through on my fingers. Actually, that might not even be true. I don't know if anyone here has read Things to Make and Do in the Fourth Dimension by Matt Parker. You might know what I mean. You know what, that's a story for another day, doesn't matter. The most interesting part of that is that every single one of those 43 quintillion combinations can be solved in 20 turns or less, which is kind of weird to think about. Now, my personal best is under 10 seconds. I'm going a bit slow at the moment because I'm trying out a new method, but we should hopefully be nearly there if we give it one of those. Yeah, I'm concluding it's not a very good new method, but if we give it one of those, that should hopefully be solved. Thank you. Okay, I should probably explain, right? There's more than one way to solve a Rubik's Cube. In fact, there's 43 quintillion. Ella, you didn't just mix up one cube, you mixed up two. And I've actually solved them to match on all 6 sides. But wait, hold the applause, please. Because for all you know, I could have just memorized one of the cubes while you weren't looking, right? Joe, you got a bag. Could you open it up for me, take out what's inside, and bring it up here? 43 quintillion combinations, 3 cubes and 1 chance. There's 1 side, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, all 6 sides, completely matching. Thank you. Joe, are you happy this is an empty bag, by the way?
Yeah.
You can have another look if you like, absolutely. Make sure there's nothing else in there. No wires, mirrors, tiny people inside, nothing like that. Okay, I'll take the bag back. Here we go. One of the cubes goes into the bag. Watch. You guys think it's going to be solved?
Yeah.
Me too. It's solved, thank you. I'll prove it. You know, that's like 2 moves away. That's not bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now that's solved. Thank you. So, here I have a long piece of rope. But this isn't just any piece of rope. This is the rope of mystery. Can we get an ooh? Congratulations, everyone. In all my time performing this, that is the most sarcastic and patronizing ooh I've heard. But it's okay, look, we'll take the ends of the rope. We're going to tie them into a knot. But here's the weird thing about the rope of mystery. Sometimes you can take the ends and just pop them off. So that leaves you with rope with no ends and ends with no rope. You can, of course, take the ends, tie them back onto the rope. If you give the rope a shake, it goes back to being one long piece of rope, the rope of mystery. Somehow got more sarcastic. Okay. We'll take the ends. This time, we'll tie them into a double knot to make sleight of hand completely impossible. Now, I forgot to bring my scissors with me today, but luckily, I am a magician, so I can fake that snip. So let's untie the ropes. Let's see how we did. If we can, there we go. Now, when I do this, I normally try and get the ropes to be equal. Seems like today I'm a little bit off, so instead I'll give the rope a shake. It's going to go back to being one long piece of rope. The rope of mystery. We're getting there. Okay, so we got the ends over here, the middle over here. Watch, one end goes into my hand. It travels all the way through the rope, and then it appears on the other end. We can take the other end into my hand. It travels all the way through it, appears on the other end. Now, the middle is where the ends used to be. James, could you have a look at that? Make sure that's completely normal.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal.
Now, I've got another piece of rope just over here, which I can't let you examine just yet, but if you guys want to, here's a small portion. Joe, take a look at that.
No.
Now, while those are being examined, we're going to take this piece of rope and just tie it into a knot like this. But here's the weird thing. When I start to pull, some people swear they see the knot kind of start to just go. The secret is, though, the knot isn't gone. It is just so small that you can't see. Hang on. I think I'm going to see.
Whoa!
Is that? Have you guys examined the ropes? Are they completely normal?
Yeah,
You guys happy with that? Awesome. Could you just chuck it back to me? Just chuck it on the count of 3. Oh, that works too. Okay, just chuck the rope. Chuck it on the count of 3. It's on the table. There it is, yeah. Okay, so we've got a short piece and we've got a long piece. Could you also check out the medium piece for me? Make sure the middle is perfectly in the center. And make sure that both ends are the same distance apart from each other. Love it when people check. Okay, chuck that back to me on the count of, I don't know why I bothered, that works too. Okay, 3 pieces of rope, each have a different length. We have the long piece, which is around the length of my leg. We have the medium piece, which is around the length of my arm. We've got the short piece, which is around the length of my shoe. I don't know what you were thinking. Family show, okay. Look, if we take the ropes, we start to give them a shake, you'll notice that slowly, surely, and really quite remarkably, all 3 pieces of rope become pretty much equal in length. See, this one used to be the short piece, this one used to be the medium piece, and this one used to be the long piece. So look, we'll take the ends of the rope, we'll tie them into a knot like this. So we'll have 2 equal pieces tied together. Then we'll take these 2 pieces of rope, we'll tie those together as well. So we'll have all 3 pieces joined together. That is a knot over here, another knot over here. If I give the rope a shake like this though, you'll see the knots go back to their original places with the short piece over here, the long piece in the middle and the medium piece over here. But I don't expect you to just take my word for it. So we will untie the ropes. You can see we still have the short piece. Please take a look at that. Oh, just testing the gravity. Yep, it's on, okay. Now if we untie these 2 pieces, we still have the medium piece. Please take a look at that. And last but by definition, not least, we have the long piece. And that is the rope of mystery. Now, I have found that I do some of my best thinking at 1 a.m. when I'm trying to get to sleep. The reason I think this is that in the last week, I have had 2 ideas at that time. And this is genuinely true, by the way. The first idea was a joke about a model of an atom, but don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with that. That was really bad. I told you the comedy would get worse, okay? That was one particularly for the physics students in here, but anyway. Sure, okay. And the second idea, this is genuinely true, was yesterday at 1 a.m., before I did my first show, I decided I wanted to add this little trick in here, because it's kind of fun. And I kind of like it, so I'm going to add it in. Spontaneous trick, let's do it. Yes, people who love spontaneous tricks, let's go. I've got a prediction on the back of one of my business cards. I'm going to hand this out to someone. I'm going to hand this out. Joshua, take that. Don't turn it over yet. Keep it a surprise for a moment, okay? Now, this is a card trick, and I need somebody to help and come up here. Is there anyone who hasn't helped out yet who would like to? Sure, yes. Could you come up here? You'll be greeted by a round of applause from everyone else. Okay. I've got a deck of cards. Could you confirm for everyone that all of the cards are different?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to shuffle? Would you like me to shuffle? Go for it. Give those a shuffle for me.
Okay.
And then just when you're done, put the cards back into the order they started in. I'm joking, you don't have to. And let me know when you're good. Yeah, is that good? Awesome, okay, we need a card chosen at random. So now that we've got these in a completely random order, could you just put your finger up like this? Good choice of finger, most people give me the middle one. I'm going to go through the cards like this. I just want you to touch one for me. Just touch one as I'm going through, all the way down here. Which one, this one?
Oh.
This one? Do you want to change your mind?
No.
Okay, let's see what you stopped on. You stopped on the 7 of Hearts. Joshua, could you turn over my prediction and read out what it says? 9390. Okay, I should probably explain again, shouldn't I? Could everyone take out your phone and open up Instagram? That's fine, you can just look at someone else's, okay? And when you're on Instagram, could you all please go to the Warwick T and find submission number 9390? We're going to have a race to get there, so if somebody gets there, just call out, put your hand up or something. Let's see how we do. And you could have changed your mind, by the way, but yeah. So let's just see if anyone gets there, just call out. 9390. Yeah, you might have to scroll. And I think they did put it on one of the last pages. You got it at the back? What does it say? You will choose the seven of hearts. Thank you so much. You can back to your seats. Yeah, I don't quite understand how that one works. It's kind of weird, but yeah. I've got a book over here. This is The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins. To be honest with you, I didn't get super far into this book. It's kind of interesting, but Richard Dawkins isn't exactly the best guy ever, so I'm not too keen to. But I've also got my bookmark, which is, of course, a playing card. I need someone else to help. Anyone like to help? Yes, over there. Could you join me up here? Yeah, let's go. You can stand here over the trapdoor. That's perfect. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe. It's such a good name. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to run my bookmark down the edge of the book like this.
Okay.
Whenever you want, just say stop.
Stop.
Just there. Would you like to change your mind?
No.
You're happy with the mind you've got?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll insert the bookmark in. All I want you to do is remember the page number and also the first word on the page, okay? Have you got them?
Yeah.
Lock them into your mind. Make sure you don't forget them, okay? Take the book.
Okay.
For the first time, what was the page number that you were thinking of?
I was thinking of
The one you saw, yeah.
Yeah, 170.
170. Now this is actually kind of crazy because I got this book secondhand and I don't remember what it was, but I remember there being something really weird about page 170. Could you just open up to that page for me? Because I don't remember what it was. It was just something kind of weird. Yeah, just...
I swear the page was back here when I...
Yeah, just find page 170 for me. You can have a look through the whole book if you want. Show everyone what you got. Could you show everyone what's on page 170?
I mean, can't find it.
So the page numbers are in the top, right?
Yeah, but...
So you look for the one that's 170. Could you show everyone what's meant to be what page 170 is? It's ripped out. You got an envelope.
No, don't.
Just before you open it though, what was the word that you saw?
Impossible.
Now this really would be impossible. Open that up for me. Inside you will find another envelope, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And there's some writing on that envelope. Could you read out what it says?
I don't like this game. It always seems impossible until it's done.
Of course, a quote by Nelson Mandela. And if you open up that envelope as well, you should find one thing inside.
I can already see it.
Go for it. Open that up for me. What do you got?
It's the page.
Wait. But all of this only matters if the tear marks match perfectly.
Okay.
So could you bring the page over to the book for me and check that it's a perfect match?
Oh my god.
No, it's Joseph. Is it a match?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I would love my book. Thank you. Now, we think we see the universe around us exactly as it is. But did you know that there are ways to change our perceived reality? In fact, one that I'm sure you've all heard of, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol, let's go, okay. Put your hand up if you've heard of the beer goggles effect. Some of you, it's essentially just the idea that the more alcohol you drink, the more attractive everyone looks around you. I think we've got some couples in the room today. Who knows, maybe some of you are the results of the beer goggles effect. If that's the case, keep drinking. But alcohol doesn't just make people more attractive. It also makes everyday tasks more difficult, such as reading or operating heavy machinery. Hence why I'm not going to be sawing anybody in half today. So there's actually a way to feel the effects of alcohol without drinking any, and you just have to stare at it for long enough. I'll show you what I mean. Anyone here feeling sober? Who'd like to help out? In the back over there, yes. Could you join me up here? You'll be greeted by a round of applause. Oh, it's Sophie. Hello. Okay. Sophie, could you just have a seat over here for me? Now, over here, I have got this travel magazine that I found on an aeroplane, and it has some adverts for cocktails inside of it, okay? So, if I can find them, where are they? Are they around there in the book? Are they further on? I don't remember. There they are, okay. Before we have done anything, could you just tell us, what does this say?
The gimlet.
The gimlet. We are off to a good start. That's a good start, okay. I'm going to have you stare at the gimlet for 5 seconds, and we're going to see what happens, okay? So, can we get a countdown from 5? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you now feel drunk? Not really. Let's put it to the test, okay? Could you just tell us all what this says?
Singapore Slim.
Singapore Slimp. Okay. That's pretty close. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's try another one. What about this? What does this say? Mimasso. Okay. By the way, you'll notice the more we do this, the more drinks you're looking at, so the stronger the effect should become. Could you just tell us what does that say? Takala. Okay. That's not bad. Not bad. Let's try this one. We'll try a couple more. What does this say? I don't even know how to say that word. Okay. And we're going to try one more. Just one last one. Could you just tell us all, what does this say? The hoo-hey, I don't know how to say. Okay. Now, when you get back to your seat, you might want to Google a picture of a coffee and just stare at that for 10 seconds. It'll sort you out. Thanks very much for your help. You can return to your seat. Now, we think that we see the universe around us exactly as it is. But what if I told you that we are only ever seeing 5% of what's out there? The other 95% is made up of dark matter and probably dark energy, which is completely invisible. You wouldn't even know if it passed straight in front of you. So what if there were objects all around us that we couldn't see, but could still interact with? For example, has anyone here ever seen an invisible deck of cards before? Of course not, it's invisible, right? Yeah. I've actually got one over here. I'm going to hand this to someone. Would anybody like it? Sure. Yeah, why not? Take that for me. Give the cards a shuffle. Take them out of the box first. Now give them a shuffle, okay? Very fancy, I love it. Okay. Imagine there's a table in front of you. Just spread the cards out. No, face down. There we go. Take out the jokers. They are. Yeah, just have a guess. Oh my god, you got it right. How'd you do that? Okay. You can throw them away. We don't need them. Now, take out any card that you want. You got it? Yeah. Look at it. Remember it. You can show everyone else. Just make sure I don't see it. Have you got it?
Oh, wow.
I knew.
And put the card back the other way up. Okay? Gather up the cards. If you want to, you can shuffle again. It's up to you. Awesome. Go for it. Okay? Very nice. I love it. Okay. And when you're ready, put the cards back into the box. And then just hold them like this. Now, you're about to see the most insane thing you've seen in your entire life, okay? Like, seriously, this is the peak. Your life's going to start going downhill from this moment on. That's why I feel bad when I do this for kids. But anyway, that deck of cards is about to disappear from inside of your hands and reappear in my pocket. Did you feel anything happen?
No.
Story of my life. Take a look. Take a look. It's gone from there. And it's reappeared in my pocket. There's only one way I can prove to you that this is the same deck of cards. For the first time, what was the card that you took out and turned over? The six of spades. You are not going to believe this. As you can see, every card in this deck is facing the right way up.
No.
Except for one. You could have gone for any card. You went for the six of spades. That is exactly the six of spades. I'm going to clear a tiny bit of space. I've got one more trick to show you before the show comes to a close. Let's just move some things. Could we have the music, please, as well? Awesome. Let's do this. So, this is a trick which uses a glass and a bottle. And the idea of the trick is very simple. It's to make the glass go from this side of the table to this side and have the bottle go from this side to this side. But I'm not allowed to touch them, and that's what these two tubes are for. So, tube number 1 covers the glass. Tube number 2 contains an extra bottle that I brought with just in case the other one breaks. You can never have too many bottles, I always say. You know, we're just going to move on. Tube 2 covers the bottle, just a snap. And they change places. Look, I'll even check for you. Yep, that's the bottle. Yep, there's the glass. Okay. Now, you don't seem very impressed, and I think I know why. I mean, it's easy to make the two change places. The difficult part is making them change back. To be honest with you, this trick works a lot better if you've already consumed the contents of the bottle. Because while you're still sober, you might not believe me when I say it's easy to make the two change places. Really difficult to make them go back again. So, tube number 1 covers up the bottle. Tube number 2 contains another extra bottle I brought with just in case the other one breaks. Don't worry. Tube 2 covers up the glass. Glass becomes a bottle. Bottle becomes a glass. Remember, tube number 1 always covers up the bottle. Tube number 2... Okay, that might be too many bottles, I'll be honest. Tube 2 covers the glass. Glass becomes a bottle. Bottle becomes a glass. That is the glass bottle. Bottle glass trick. Do you want to see that again? Well, I can't do that again. That was a miracle. Tell you what, just for you here today for the final show, we'll do it again, but with just one tube. Glass becomes a bottle. Bottle becomes a glass. That only works if you have an extra bottle. The glass becomes a bottle. The bottle becomes a glass, which only works if you have an extra bottle. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I don't use any glass, instead I sometimes use an extra bottle. Sometimes I use 2 bottles, sometimes I use 2 glasses. And just for those of you not clapping, there's another 2 bottles. That is the glass bottle glass trick. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, I was going to end the show just there, but there's been something which has been kind of bothering me this whole time, and I think I've just realized what it is. And it's the numbers that we chose right at the very beginning. I mean, you guys could have named whatever numbers you wanted. We would have ended up somewhere completely different. But we ended up on 57110-221. Now, the title of this show is Reality Reimagined. And I think that this number is quite literally reality reimagined. I'll show you what I mean. Watch.
No.
Now, my name is Joseph. I really hope you've loved the show. You guys have been a fantastic audience. I hope you enjoy the rest of WSAF. Thanks so much to everyone who's worked so hard at WSAF as well. I've been Joseph. As far as I know, I still am. Thank you. Good night.